Alright, today we have a first look at 7-star DANI MOONSTAR, man. I cannot believe I get to say that. If you didn't see my last video, I opened 10 crystals for her, and I got not only the 6-star version, but also the 7-star version. So yeah, I am still in total shock, man. But yeah, here we go, 7-star DANI MOONSTAR. And like, there's a lot of pressure on DANI MOONSTAR, I feel like, because she's the first mutant to come out ever since Captain Britain back in like March of 2022, which was a while ago, right? So yeah, there has been a mutant drought, and she has ended it, and I feel like she's honestly pretty much delivered for sure. I feel like she's a good damage dealer, her utility's pretty nice as well, and I feel like she's just pretty good for any like roster that she gets added to, right? So yeah, here we build the SP1, we activate the Falter, we get the last prowess needed, then we drop the SP2, and yeah, the numbers are pretty dang nice. We have the Gambit Relic, by the way, which gives us increased crit rating, and the Gambit Relic, man, is just insane for so many characters. And now we have Winter Soldier here, and I feel like she's pretty good in like this health pool as well. I feel like she's like made for Battlegrounds type of health pools for sure, because like her rotation is pretty much like tailor-made for Battlegrounds, right? You know, like SP1 into SP2, it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward, and it just works so well for like the 200,000 health pools, right? But like, even in these longer fights here, she still does pretty dang well. It's the same rotation, of course, but just like, you know, maybe repeated once or twice. But yeah, it's still like no big deal for sure. She still does some pretty sweet damage output, and like, I feel like she just is good for pretty much any health pool, right? And I love champs like that, right? Like, you know, there are some champions that are just made for long fights, like Aegon. There are some characters that are just made for, I mean, he's made for like long quests, right? But yeah, same thing pretty much. And like, you know, Mantis is made for just short fights, but DANI MOONSTAR, she works for pretty much any health pool. So yeah, that's just pretty sweet. I love characters like that. But yeah, this SP2 was just crazy, man. Like, we got 21,000 crits, and then like the extra energy damage on top of that. It is just awesome, man. It is just so much damage output. The last hit though, I wouldn't expect it to crit because it is energy damage, and the Gambit Relic doesn't work for that, unfortunately. But yeah, the other hits though, they will most likely crit, and there we get a 33,000 crit as well. And yeah, man, the fight, 1 minute and 3 seconds, just total insanity, man. Just super, super good. And now we have this mutant node, and I feel like she's a very good mutant quester because she like really does adhere to the mutant tropes. Like, she has prowess, she has a way to punish purify, but that's only if she's awakened, to be honest. So yeah, that kind of sucks like for the 7th star, but it's still fine. It's still fine. So yeah, this fight basically just gives you fury buffs if you have prowess, and it just leads to some pretty awesome numbers. Yeah, we're gonna skip the SP1 here because I'm just confident that the SP2 will just end him straight up. So yeah, watch this. We get our last like arrows and last prowess needed, then we drop the SP2, and yeah, the numbers are just insane, man. So here, drop the SP2, we get the overload passive, some very nice crits right there, and yeah, he just gets obliterated, man. And that was about like 34 seconds, I think. So yeah, pretty dang sweet. And now we have this fight, and I think this fight is just like a perfect showcase for her utility, right? So yeah, this is Aspect of War, and what it does is you like lose block efficiency, and like once it like fully decreases, they go unblockable, right? And not only that, when they throw a special attack, they get unstoppable as well, but it goes away if you intercept them. So watch this. We activate the illusion, we hit into him, and that counts as an intercept. So yeah, the node is just countered there, and then watch this. We drop the SP1, we get the slow up, and now he's just completely countered. So yeah, she just counters this like lane so well, and it just goes to show how powerful a Falter is because it counts for an intercept, and it just like doesn't like, it doesn't make you block either, right? So yeah, just a very good ability to have in my opinion. And yeah, it is just super good, man. And also the slow debuff, I mean the slow passive is pretty good as well. So yeah, just a lot of things coming together to just make a pretty solid kit overall, I feel like. So yeah, here I drop the SP2, we get some nice numbers here. Yeah, like a lot of crits, a 46,000 crit, which is pretty dang sweet. And yeah, man, this fight is just like pretty much over, I feel like. We go for the Falter once again, we remove the unstoppable there, and yeah, the fight just super clean, man, just super, super clean. And yeah, we have the Falter ready again, so we can just bail out the SP2, just activate it once again, get the intercept going, and yeah, just a pretty clean fight overall. We drop the SP1, and yeah, man, just a super good fight. And yeah, overall, I feel like she's a pretty good character. Her damage output pretty sweet. The utility is pretty nice as well. So yeah, overall, a very good character. Let me know your thoughts on DANI MOONSTAR, and that's about it for me.